also see him getting married to reality star Erica Long.
Where's my kiss?
Do we have to do this on camera?
Not on camera, it doesn't exist.
Finally get to relate to some of your fellow basketball wives. You play a reality star.
I don't know any of the basketball wives because not all of them are wives of players that are in the league today. So I really don't know them. But yes, women who, like reality stars that I knew before they were reality stars, yeah. I could kind of play around with that.
Is this sort of how celebrities and actresses and people with, I don't want to say talent, but talent, view reality stars?
I have come to see from doing this film that people have a lot of very negative feelings about reality stars and to assume that we all share them. And some actors do. I look at it as, and you've met them as well, there's a lot of entertainers, musicians, actors that are like human ambient. I don't want to ever hear you speak. They're not entertaining. So if you have figured out a way that people are tuning in every week to see you go to the grocery store, that's a talent in my book. And if it's transcended our borders and you've taken over the world, there's talent in there. And you've got a star quality that a lot of people who can sing a song or dance or act don't have. So that's a talent in my book. And I also don't knock anybody's legal hustle, like, do you, boo?
I think so too, I agree with you. But I did notice something in this film where it seems like, and just interacting with a lot of people, that Dancing with the Stars and reality TV, their future, like, is that something that you guys fear or like look?
That's like, it's looming in the shadows.
It's looming in the shadows.
You fear being irrelevant. You fear not counting. You know what I mean? So that moment at the end where she's like, but I don't have anything else. And when I was reading the script, what it made me do was go back and Google people who'd lost on American Idol and seen them through their like from the time they get the yellow card to go to Hollywood and they're from their hometown and they don't have the style yet and they haven't been, made over. And then throughout the weeks, they get the confidence and they start to kind of love it. And they're like, I want to thank my fans. And then they get voted off and they're like, wait. And then they get thrust back. And what happens to them? That fear of when they're standing there and they're like, am I about to get bounced? I felt like I counted, I felt like I mattered. So what happens when you lose? What happens when it all goes away? That's what I was more interested in. That like for that moment of sheer terror of it all going away. Like that has to be like the most terrifying thing
Throughout
ever.
the film, you hear, Hammy, Hammy. I love that. Which one of your characters do people most relate to?
And ask me to do scenes from? Bring it on. Oh, mighty ISIS. Like literally, like it's cold in New York. I've heard a lot of like, and this is a businessman. It's cold in here. Yeah. I'm like, as long as there's a check, honey, I don't mind.
Right.
It's like dancing naked in front of other.
He would give me good advice, and when you're a teenager, you listen to no one. So I would sometimes I would ignore him.